November 1974. 6 members of the DeFeo family were shot and killed inside their home in Amityville, New York. 1 year later, another family moved into that same house. They stayed for only 28 days. And what they said happened inside those walls turned the house into one of the most feared places in American history. The house at 112 Ocean Avenue looked perfect. Large rooms, a quiet street, a view of the water. In December 1975, George and Kathy Lutz bought the home at a price that seemed too good to be true. They knew about the murders. They believed the past was over. They were wrong. From the first night, something felt off. George woke every morning at exactly 3:15 a.m. The same time the DeFeo murders had taken place. The house felt cold, even with the heat on doors slammed without wind. The family dog refused to enter certain rooms. Then the smells began. A strong, sick smell filled the house without warning. No source was found. It would come and go suddenly, leaving everyone uneasy. Kathy began seeing shapes in mirrors that were not her own reflection. George heard sounds from rooms no one was using. At night, the children said their beds shook. George changed. Friends noticed he became angry and distant. He stopped shaving. He sat alone in the dark. He spent hours in the basement, drawn to it without knowing why. Kathy said the house felt alive. Not haunted. Alive. One night, George claimed he saw glowing red eyes staring at him from a window. Another time, black liquid oozed from the walls of a room used as an office. A priest was invited to bless the house. According to him, a voice told him to leave. He never returned. The family reported hearing marching sounds, doors tearing off their hinges, and voices calling their names. Kathy claimed she felt hands grabbing her while she slept. The children described a large pig-like figure watching them. Every night brought more fear. No one slept. By January 1976, George and Kathy believed staying would destroy their family. They fled the house in the middle of winter, leaving everything behind. They never returned. Soon after, the story went public. Books were written, interviews were given, investigators entered the house. Some said they felt nothing. Others refused to stay inside. Over time, critics challenged the story. Some witnesses changed their statements. Some events were questioned. Parts of the story were called exaggerated. The house was sold again. Other families lived there without reporting anything unusual. So what really happened? Was it fear after knowing the murder story? Stress? Or something triggered by the violence that took place there? No one can say for certain. But one fact remains unchanged. A family moved in believing they were safe, and they ran out believing they were not. Today, the Amityville house stands quietly. Cars pass by, lights turn on at night, life goes on. But for many, the name still brings fear. Because sometimes a place does not forget what happened inside it. And if you want more real horror cases told calmly and honestly, without noise, without hype, stay with this channel. Subscribe and keep listening. Some stories don't need shouting to be terrifying.